Hey, we're up and we are working. And today, YouTube, we're live. And so today, I'm going to talk about the best relationship advice for women, right? And I know a lot of people are giving relationship advice nowadays. Like, relationship is the thing that we talk about like a lot because relationship is so important. But relationship is so subjective, especially online when you're giving advice, because I don't know you, you don't know me, I don't know the dynamics of your life. And so it's hard for me to give you like a concrete relationship advice. If you're on, just say hi or touch the love button if that's what you guys see, right? It's hard to give a person a concrete relationship advice because I don't know your full story. And so the relationship advice I'm going to give, right, is to empower you and to put the ball in your court, because you are the person in the relationship, not me. And so at the end of the day, you're the one who's making the decision. So one of the best relationship advice for women is that you trust yourself. Trust yourself. A lot of women don't trust their decision making skill. They don't trust the muscle that they have, right? And so you got to trust that you make the right decision. You got to trust that you're with the right person. You got to trust your feelings. You got to trust your intuition. You must trust yourself. And so, whatever you believe, even though sometimes there's not going to be any evidence, right? There's not going to be any evidence. You still have to trust yourself. And the second one is intuition, right? Because trust take you back to your intuition. And intuition is all about inner guidance, right? Is your inner teacher. And when you feel something with your intuition, it doesn't mean that it's true, or it doesn't mean that it's right. It's just a feeling that you have within your body. And so, who you're going to believe more, right? You're going to believe what you feel, because your body have its own receptors that is giving you information. And even though maybe you think that is anxiety, still trust your intuition, because sometimes it's your spirit guide, it's your energy telling you that, hey, whatever you're going to do is wrong and you shouldn't do it. You see, the thing, I'm from Jamaica, right? And in Jamaica, the people, they will just tell you, I just feel like something, I just feel something. And their feelings, we are very strong when it comes to our feelings. So our feelings is our intuition. And we will not do something because our feelings tell us not to do it. And we will shut down, change a whole complete direction, right? Because our feeling says, don't do it. So we trust our inner guidance, right? So as a woman, you need to trust yourself, because if you don't trust yourself, how do you expect somebody else to trust you? Everything starts with you, because you are you in reverse, the universe, and you are a microcosm of the universe, right? The next thing when it comes to relationship, you need to be aware. You see, a lot of women, I'm going to eat the fast food right now. A lot of women, what they do is that they are so in love with the potential. They're so in love with the fantasy that they don't really see the relationship. They are not aware of the relationship that is going on in the present. They are so caught up in, maybe they want to get married. They're either caught up with the fact that they want to get babies. They're caught up in the fact that the person is going to be the potential later on. And if you don't believe me, there was this thing that I see on Instagram where the lady was getting married. I think I said the story before. And the husband, while they were walking down the aisle, the husband had his phone in his hand. And so I know the lady must have picked up that the husband wasn't fully present, but just because she wants to get married, she still go ahead with the marriage. So the having a man getting married was more important. There's having a man was more important than her being aware of what is going on in the relationship. So when you and a person is talking, say you're getting to meet a person, are you aware of what is fully going on in that relationship, or are you forecasting what is going to happen, how the wedding is going to be, how the person is going to be in the future? How are you going to change that person? Because a lot of us, right, sees the sign, but we're like, oh, I just want to get to that step. So for instance, maybe you want to have a baby, maybe you want him to engage you, to be engaged to you or married to you. So everything is focused on that end result, and you are not focused on what is going on in the relationship. So I just did kudos to this girl, because she just ended a relationship, and she said the relationship was with her dream man, right? And so it was a long distance relationship, and she said to him, listen, I want us to communicate more. You know what he did? What he did is that he disappeared for 24 hours after she communicated her needs to him, to be like, hey, I want us to communicate more. So what he did was that he was testing her boundaries, and she stand on business, and she was like, you know what? It's over. But a lot of women will do what? They will ignore it and said, I'm going to forgive you, right? And I'm not telling you that people don't make mistakes. Hi, Caroline Leonard, how are you? If you have any question, please say hi and drop it, right? I am not telling you that people don't make mistakes, and you're not supposed to forgive people, right? Or forgive men. But when you directly express your needs, when you directly express what you don't like, and that person do the very opposite, do you think that person respect you? Do you think that person honor you? Do you think you should forgive that person? Because if you forgive that person, right, you are going against your boundary. You are going against something that you believe in, and you are going to forgive him because you want him to be happier than you. When you tell somebody what you need and what you want, and they utterly and bluntly ignore it and do the opposite of what you want, and you address yourself, right? You address yourself to allow them to still be in your life. You are dishonoring yourself, and you are choosing that person over you. And those little things, they add up, right? Those little things, they add up. Thank you. If you could touch the button if you have any questions, right? They add up. And that's what I was going to talk about. Don't dishonor yourself. Don't dishonor yourself. I've seen so much women who they're angry when a relationship ends. And one of the reasons why they're so angry because a relationship ends is because they are looking back and they're like, oh, I do so much stuff for that person, right? And sometimes, thank you, sometimes the person don't even ask you to do all that stuff for them, but you still go out of your way, bend backwards to do those stuff to keep the person in your life. And then when the person leave, you sit there and you feel like shit, right? Because you have done some stuff that you know you shouldn't have done to keep the person, but the person still left. And now you have to wrestle with the idea that, oh my God, I did so much stuff that I didn't want to do. And so you hate the person, right? And you are also judging yourself. You're calling yourself stupid. You're saying, oh my God, I waste so much time. I hope my phone don't die. I waste so much time with this person, but that's just because you dishonor yourself. So when you dishonor yourself, the relationship is going to hurt more. When you dishonor yourself, the relationship is going to hurt more. And so, one of the advice for any relationship is that you should not dishonor yourself. The next one is, what's the purpose of the relationship? So when you go in a relationship, what is the purpose? Why are you there? Why are you there? Personally, for me, right? I am in the relationship because I want companion. I want connection. I want growth, right? And I want the person to accentuate my happiness. Right? You also want like a safe haven. The person should be like a safe haven. Yes. It takes me several. Go ahead. Go ahead. Right? Um, so hey, Leon. So what is the purpose of the relationship? I am the asshole. I'm the man who works at a clinic with a bunch of women. Our provider room has women who are often pregnant and have to pump often. Our company built a room specifically for pumping. Okay. Oh, so people they're breastfeeding, huh? They're breastfeeding. So so the purpose of the relationship, you have to decide what is the purpose of the relationship, right? And if you have that purpose, and if the relationship is not meeting the purpose, then you have to make some adjustment. Just like how if you're at a job and the job is no longer meeting the requirements, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay in that job? You're going to talk to the boss, right? And so it's the same thing. You're going to talk to your partner. So make a list of what was the reason why you went in the relationship. Make a list of the reason why you went in the relationship. Because a relationship is a place for you to feel safe. Is a place for you to be, is to grow, right? Because when you know you have like a partner there for you, it gives you the courage to kind of step out. It gives you the courage to kind of step out, right? And to try different things. That is what love is about. Love gives you, when you have the feeling of love gives you encouragement. It gives you confidence. When you know you have somebody who's your best cheerleader, when you know you have somebody behind your back. Oh, I'm following. So Blue Road, I think she works at a clinic, and he works at a clinic, and there's a lot of women there who breastfeed baby, right? The company give a room for the lady to breastfeed, and so he knocks at the door, and the woman there will say, "Oh, pumping, they pump. They're there, their mothers, they pump to get the milk out." And he will knock at the door, and they said, "Come in and they don't realize that, you know, it's not just woman who works at the clinic, it's a dude. I get you. So is that room just the breast pumping room? Let me see. Okay, the room is specially for pumping. All right. So no signs, they don't use the pumping room. And today a woman had the door crack open. It was almost a bad situation. So I told my boss about it and he said he would tell our HR about it. So she okay. So I think you were saying um okay. Well, I think you did the right thing, right? You were uncomfortable with it. So if you're uncomfortable with it, then you tell HR. Oh, yes, they should use the pumping room because you are not they're not there's a man there, right? So they should use the pumping room. They should use the pumping room and they should be. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I got it done today and I think she should have got it a little bit darker, but I thank you. I'm racking it. Oh, yes. You have to protect yourself, especially now in the Me Too movement is not so bad anymore. But you need to protect yourself, right? And I think they were just not aware, or maybe they're aware, but they weren't taking it seriously. But you did the right thing, right? They should use the pumping room. Yes, you have to protect yourself. Oftentimes, women think about their safety alone, but men have to think about their safety too. I know a guy who, every time he was going into a meeting or he was like the head of a woman and supervisor, he always have somebody else there because he didn't want any misconception, and he also didn't want. Oh, I gotta charge my phone. He didn't want any misunderstanding, right? He just didn't feel comfortable just to be alone with the woman because he didn't want any misunderstanding. He didn't want any misunderstanding. So I think you were right. And that's fine. Right? You're protecting yourself and you're protecting them also. Right? You're protecting yourself and you're protecting them also. I'm eating fast food. So you're following your intuition. When we talk about intuition, we talk about woman's intuition, but men also have intuition too. So you're following your intuition. Oh, I just right, and that is fine. You feel that it's the right thing to do, right? You feel it in your heart that it's the right thing to do, so you are doing it. But any questions, guy? You see, a lot of us don't trust ourselves, right? A lot of us don't trust ourselves because society taught us to like look outside of ourselves for everything, right? So we do not trust. Oh, thank you. Oh, my first $2. I so appreciate you, right? A lot of us was taught not to trust ourselves, right? And so even though it's going to make us uncomfortable, if we're not used to it, we have to build that muscle. And if it feels right to us, right? Because our body tells us, Our body talks to us, right? Our spirit talks to us. So your body could tell you that, hey, something is not right or something is right. And so listen to your body. But because we're always on the go, 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 and we're always on the go, 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 and we're so tired, we don't listen to our body and we don't trust ourselves. So take a deep breath because there's a lot of things going on in the world, right? And I will go back and talk about relationship because there is so much things going on in the world and the world feel unsafe. Sometimes even in your house feel unsafe now too. But I digress. The world feels so unsafe that when you come home, you want to make sure you come into a loving environment. You want to make sure that you come in to a partner that supports you, that likes you, that wants to be around you. If not, you're going to feel uncomfortable in the world. And then when you come at home, you're going to feel uncomfortable. And nobody should live that way. That's how you're going to have like a whole lot of stress. And so it's very important for you to choose the right partner and not be in a rush. It's very important for you to choose the right partner and not be in a rush, especially if you are thinking about having a lasting relationship. Yes, it is. Time is precious and how we live it is precious, right? Time is precious and how we live it is precious. So slow down sometimes. Everybody's so in a rush lately. Slow down sometimes, right? Because sometimes you need a little bit to know people. You know, when you meet somebody, everybody put their best foot forward. Everybody send their representative. So if I meet you right now, right, I am going to show you the representative of me, my best self. And the other person is going to show you the best self, right? But the real self is not going to come out until a month or even 3 months. And the reason why a lot of relationship break up is because by the time the real self, yeah, the real self doesn't actually show up until 3 months. And by the time the real self show up, that's why people leave. You gotta live. I'm not living today. Happy Good Friday, by the way. Happy Good Friday, by the way. I know, but you should do something. Do something at least once a week, right? Do something that's going to make you happy. Do something for you, right? So whatever makes you happy. I don't care if it's eat goddamn ice cream, but do something that makes you happy, right? Just do something. One of the things when I used to work outside or have a job, every Friday when I get pay, I used to go buy myself something. I used to go take myself out to dinner, buy myself in a restaurant. I used to actually buy myself breakfast every Friday like clockwork. It's like, I pay no bills before I pay myself. How hard I work? I go and I buy myself breakfast. And then I used to also take my daughter to McDonald's because she liked McDonald's. So I used to like get something for her. So now she's in this mode now. Like every Friday, she's like, so am I going to get something to eat? You're not cooking today, right? We're going out to eat. Anyway, I wasn't going to stay long on this live. And I see people popping and going. So just to recap, best relationship advice. Relationship is subjective based on the people then that's in it. Well, you got to interact with me more and I'll stay. So relationship is subjective based on the the people then that's in it, because the same relationship, so if me and you are together, right, and then we're not together anymore and there's another person, it's a different dynamics, it's a different energy, right? It's a different dynamics. So people will tell you that don't get with that person because that person is a bad person, but they don't consider that it's a different dynamic every time you go into a relationship with another person. It's not the same energy because people don't have the same energy. People don't have the same energy. So different relationship, different dynamics. But one of the best thing is that you have to trust yourself, right? You have to trust yourself. You need to trust yourself as a person. You need to trust yourself as a person. Same when you get with somebody, you also have to be aware. Don't fantasize about how you want the person to be. Don't fantasize about how you want the person to change. Don't fantasize about how you want the relationship to be. It's you have to look at the actual relationship. You have to look at the actual relationship. And I want you to trust your intuition like the Jamaican people, how the Jamaican people trust their feelings. Jamaican people trust their feelings above any other thing. Like feel like something tell me not to do it. Jamaican people trust their feelings like me just not feel like, and they're not doing it, right? Because that feeling come over them. And they understand about the ancestors, they understand about maybe spirits, so they just know that something just don't feel right, so they're not moving. Right? The next thing, never dishonor yourself. Don't dishonor yourself to be with anybody. A man who don't stand for something would fall for everything. So don't dishonor yourself to be with anyone. You come first all the time, right? I come first all the time for me. So in my world, I come first. In your world, you come first. It doesn't mean that you are selfish, but it means in your world, you are the center of your world, right? And so you come first. Sometimes, right, you're going to think about others before you think about yourself, but it cannot be every day. It cannot be every day because then that means you will be empty. Then, and this is with everything that you do, what's the purpose? What's the purpose of the relationship that you go into? When you meet somebody, what was the purpose that you go into the relationship? After 1 year, are they still meeting that purpose? After 2 years, are they still meeting that purpose? You see, in relationship, we don't do a relationship evaluation. We don't do a relationship evaluation. We don't see what we can work on, right? We don't get any feedbacks. We don't see what we could improve on. What did we do wrong and what did we do right? Who is with me? Who's with me? Say hi. And so your relationship needs a evaluation so you know what you're doing. Is it working? Is it not working? You see, everybody wants to go into a relationship and nobody wants to do the work to stay. You know, when you're in a relationship with somebody, you're in a relationship with their superconscious, their subconscious, and their conscious mind. And then you're in the relationship with the person family, their belief, their experience, and their XXXXX. So can you imagine everybody carrying those baggage in a relationship? Can you imagine everybody carrying those baggage in a relationship? There's a lot of people in the relationship, right? Their mind is somewhere else. They're judging you so they're judging you based on what happened to their mama. They're judging you based on what happened to their aunt. They're judging you based on what they see on social media. There's a whole lot. Um, I hope you guys subscribe to my channel and is not just watching, so you know when I'm live. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Subscribe. Anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am going to go now. So I'll see you next time. All right.